Ladies and gentlemen,
we're just live.
yeah, we're just live. Yeah,
Okay. Oops, all right.
I want to do something new. I want to, change the game because, in my own personal life, I changed the game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Drifter, Steve Sotelo. Welcome to another episode of Finger Guns Comedy. Here I have with me Edward, Denzel, Amelia, Ezra, and Danny. Everyone, we recorded this on the 22nd of March, and something important is happening tomorrow, the 23rd of March. It is Ezra's birthday.
Yeah,
the day of
that's
his
true.
birth. And
Podcast
so
comes
we're
out on
gonna,
your birthday. Congrats,
we're gonna-
Ezra. Happy
yeah,
birthday.
Thanks, everyone. I forgot that we were doing a birthday episode, so this is cool.
no. I always make sure to do a birthday episode when someone tells me it's their birthday and I have nothing else planned for that week.
As long as it doesn't interrupt another plan, you always do.
Ezra, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ezra. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's
I
our.
want to sing you my favorite Ezra birthday song, and it goes something like this.
Is it feel good? by Better Than Ezra?
Drama, you and me. The lead singer is his name's Ezra, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, good.
Ezra
There you
Kane.
go.
What band is that?
It's
Vamp Weekend,
Vampire.
baby.
The Weekend?
Vampire Weekend.
Yeah,
Vamp
Oh,
Weekend.
Vampire Weekend.
Yeah.
You guys
The
remember
Vampire.
Better Than Ezra's hit "Feels Good"? You guys remember that?
Feels good.
Yeah, it was a
Not
90s
really.
hit. Oh, feels good living with you. Oh, feels good. Oh.
I hope that's what they sounded like. I hate
That's what
that.
they sounded like. Yeah.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Maybe I'll
whatsoever.
call and write you a letter.
In December, drinking
That's my shit.
horchata.
That's my
Another
shit.
fucking banger. You got a lot of bangers, Ezra.
I'll
I
tell you
guess
this.
so. Yeah.
The horchata at the 7-Eleven is dog shit. Don't ever get it.
I could have told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to learn that. I had drinking every other one of the drinks when I was grifting.
King. Yeah.
Mhm.
Drifting drifter.
Yeah, and that one was my least favorite. Not even good with like a mixer. Like if you go to a certain like 7-Eleven, they'll have like the really shitty liquor, and you can get like a really shitty rum. It doesn't even work then.
Wow.
Just bad all around.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah. So Ezra, you're
Uh-huh.
you're going to be a new age.
Yes,
What
I'm turning 30.
the
I'm
big
30.
three?
wow.
Oh,
Big three.
Yeah.
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 It's dirty.
I'm an
Someone
adult
else in,
now. I think.
Someone else in my social circle turned 30, and they refused to acknowledge they were turning 30. They just kept saying, "I'm 29 plus."
Oh,
Are you gonna do the same?
absolutely not. I've never been like too conscious of birthdays and age and stuff. Like I was probably more mature at 22 than I was at 18, but I wasn't like significantly different, if that makes sense. And then now I'm more mature than I was then, but it's not much different than last year. I know that's kind of a boring answer, but
No, I
that's
get
my
it.
truth,
Hey, no, kudos to you, babe. Kudos. You know,
Although I
Just
probably,
sticking to your
if
guns.
anyone was observing my behavior this last week, they'd probably say I was spitting out, but I think I'm fine.
Why? What would you say that?
I don't know. I just sent some weird texts here and there, but that's pretty normal. That's pretty
Oh.
normal.
oh.
Nothing to. I know I've brought it up on a podcast now, but nothing I really want to talk about.
Oh, I get it.
I
I
mean,
get it. Yeah,
listen,
yeah. Well,
We just dropped some baggage. Amelia just fucking left, dude. That means we've got some extra time for you to say
Yeah,
those
go in.
sexy
Say it.
text messages, dude.
Read the texts. Read them verbatim.
No, all right. Okay. All right.
No, don't do that.
You
Don't spoil
want
the
to.
bit. Don't spoil the bit. I'm really reading them now. Okay.
Okay.
I sent this woman who I dated 6 years ago. Hey, I hope you're
yes.
happy.
Yes.
It was sincere.
Bless
I
you.
hope she's happy.
I know you
But
were.
it could have been taken the wrong way.
Yeah,
I
was
know
gonna say,
it could have been.
It sounds like
I mean,
something else.
Listen, are we all reeling because Quavo and Saweetie just broke up? Yes, of course. I understand you sending these messages out to your ex significant other. I did the same, you know.
Did you?
I mean, no, but for the sake of the bit, yes.
For the sake of the bit.
No, but for the sake of the bit, I absolutely did.
She did respond. She said she was happy. She also just got married, which I think, that's what I was really saying that I hope she was happy about. This was actually a pretty normal text.
Okay.
That's the perfect time to send a message.
That is a perfect time to send that message.
What do you
Not to
mean?
say congratulations. And I know you mean well, but there's no way to interpret that other than you not meaning well. To go, I hope you're happy.
Well,
I hope you made the right decision.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's also made up because I didn't want to read the real one. But
did you say congratulations? It's not
I
made up.
have
Don't
not
try and
said
get out of it now.
congratulations.
This
Good.
happened.
Maybe you should.
Don't say congratulations. Don't say congratulations.
I make a policy to say something that I don't think anybody else is going to say on every wedding card. Like for the first wedding I went to, I signed the guest book. Good job, which I was pretty proud of. I thought that was very funny. I haven't talked to that guy in a long time, but I don't think it's related.
Danny, when you got married, did you have a guest book? I don't remember.
We did. I can't remember.
Cause I don't remember.
I don't
because
think
I definitely
we have
didn't get to sign it. I didn't get to sign it if you did, because I know what I would have put. I would have put "I wish it was me," and then I would have put E
Are you
plus
happy?
D equals forever.
Okay.
And then people could have taken that as Elise plus Danny equals forever, but I would have known it was Edward and Danny. You understand?
So initially,
my
thought.
Denzel
Go ahead, Denzel. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say one time I signed these people I know their little marriage book with wow, unbelievable. Period. Wow.
Period. Not next point. Okay.
Period. Specifically in that order. Surprised that they made it to that point. Hey, and it was unbelievable to me that they actually got married.
This is the power of punctuation, because wow, unbelievable exclamation mark means you're really proud of them, and wow, unbelievable period means you can't fathom what's happening.
Yeah.
That's significant. That's a significant little line.
I mean, if you throw in what are those 3 periods called in a row?
Ellipses?
Yes.
Yeah, if you throw in one of those after the wow, I mean, you got a whole new conversation.
Oh my god.
Now it's a whole
wow.
Other...
Well, no, that's a positive then, I think.
Unbelievable.
I think wow, ellipses, and then incredible period. I think that's a positive statement. Whereas wow, exclamation point, incredible period, that is a negative thing. That's how I would interpret it.
No, for sure. That's like wow, unbelievable.
Yeah. I've always wanted to put like I really like Pocahontas, like quotes from the movie Pocahontas.
Oh sure.
Into whatever. So like when I was in high school, I would always put like, how high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, you'll never know. And then Steve Sotelo.
Did anyone understand what you were going for?
No, they all thought I was being really deep.
Okay.
And then I wrote in the other one, it was like, the thing I like about rivers is that you never see the same river twice. The river's always changing, always flowing. And they're like, wow, that's super deep. Steve Venn.
I mean, that's absolutely not true.
I went by Steven. It is true.
No, it's not
it's still a thing I do. Just like people don't believe that whenever I go to a party, know that on me, there is a cheeseburger.
I believe both of these.
Also not true.
It is true.
I
made Amelia leave again.
Yeah, she's tired of my bullshit.
Audacity. Absolutely. We all know you're bullshitting on Ezra's birthday.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want this day to be any different than the rest of the year, you know?
One of my friends from high school, Warren, would senior year started writing "Life is a Highway" in everyone's yearbook, and on one person's book, who he wasn't even particularly close with, he took up a whole page. He wrote the entire song in her yearbook.
Wow.
And she talked to me after, and she was like, I don't like him. I find him very annoying, and he ruined an entire page of my yearbook. And I think that is
Yes,
I think that's a precious gift. I think
it is.
that says more than any other signature could ever say. An annoying person taking up an entire page. It's beautiful, really.
That is really cool. I have a friend who is like really talented at drawing and like graphic art, and she did this elaborate thing in somebody's yearbook. She thought it was somebody else's, and then discovered that she was drawing in the wrong yearbook. So like the wrong person got this beautiful mural on one of the pages in their yearbook. It's very
well. The
very
question
funny.
is, would you get mad if that was yours?
That's interesting because like if it's somebody who doesn't matter that much to you taking up that much space in your yearbook, it's kind of an affront.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's intentional and it's like a show of, it's like, oh, maybe we should be friends, you know?
Yeah. Or it's like just really nice. Like if it was a shitty mural, like if I drew it, gosh, just that what a slap in the face.
Oh
if I don't know you. Like I draw like shit, notoriously.
You guys have yearbooks on you?
No.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, you want to sign each other's yearbooks?
I have my yearbooks from sophomore to senior year.
Fuck
literally right next to me. Well, maybe
Fuck
not.
We'll do that. We'll do that at the end of this school year.
Okay.
So like in late May, make sure that everyone has their yearbooks, and then we'll do that because I'll bring mine from Upland.
Okay, I'll do the same thing I did in 8th grade when I moved to a new school and hadn't bought the yearbook because I wasn't there yet, and make one out of cardboard.
Oh,
that's fucking cool. Holy shit. So you just went around taking people's pictures?
Yeah, I just stapled a bunch of cardboard together and was like, here's some of this.
Oh my god.
That's a $1 billion idea. I remember we had senior sweaters in my high school, and our senior class was divided, and so there was an official senior sweater, and then there was an off-brand senior sweater that all the jocks had created and all the popular kids, and then there was an even more secretive senior sweater that was strictly for like break dancers. And man, do I wish I had one of those.
That's
good
cool.
times. Good times.
Did Spider Gutierrez have the jock?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I believe so.
Good.
It was supposed to be like or for most of us, our 10-year reunions for high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're all class of 2010 and up or under, I guess. Is it under or up?
Yeah.
When you're talking about
yeah, you're right.
Under, I think. For earlier.
So like
2010?
older, I guess older is better. I mean, now that Amelia is trying to come back, I think it's no longer that we're all right. How are you feeling, Amelia?
I'm ready to change my name to Karen and head on down to Spectrum because I'm not a stan of them right now. So.
Oh, Spectrum's usually really good too.
We never stand Spectrum.
Oh, I thought we did, but yeah, fuck trash. Spectrum. If you're hearing this, I'm using Edward and Amelia, and who else has Spectrum?
Mario Judah, I would imagine.
Mario Judah. I'm on Comcast
Two-thirds.
Business Class.
Comcast Business Class.
Actually, Mario Judah might have Comcast. I take it back. That seems more of a Mario Judah kind of thing.
He's on SBC Global.
Ooh.
You guys remember Singular Wireless?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. What do you mean?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Their logo was just a little orange guy.
Remember Sprint Wireless?
Come on, Steve. That only just stopped existing.
Yeah,
they're no longer around.
Yeah, the Sprint guy has like changed sides now, right?
No, the Verizon guys changed over to Sprint, and then eventually that company went under.
He was absorbed into T-Mobile.
Oh, there you go.
The leaders in 5G.
And this has been your telecommunications history segment of the Finger Guns podcast.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to happen, but also I always come in with a lot of expectations, and they're never what they are. They're never met.
That's true. I don't think that's true at all.
I think you come in here with
with nothing in your knapsack, and you hope for the best.
I have a lot in my knapsack.
You're a grifter, but you're finally home, which means your knapsack is empty because you're not going anywhere.
Ooh,
So your knapsack is empty. You have. I mean, are you really a grifter now that you've been home for a month now? Can you really call yourself a grifter?
If I keep on the jacket, it still feels real to me, and so I don't take it off.
Yeah, you don't, and it smells terribly.
It smells.
Grifter's gonna grift, you know.
But you're not
Well,
grifting anymore.
the smell's coming off it. That I don't. Why can't you be a clean grifter?
I'm trying. I've
It doesn't
upped
sound
it.
like you are.
I've upped the amount of showers I do to twice a week. Well, 3 times really, because like I do it every 3 days, and sometimes there's like 3 days that I do it.
Right, because there's 7 days a week. Yeah.
Yeah. So
How come you just don't shower every day?
That's a very good question, Denzel. Thank you for
And
asking.
it's also what I think everyone was wondering.
Yeah.
when I shower every day,
Yeah.
I'm getting closer to that. Maybe it'll be.
That's not an answer.
What does that mean?
Why? No. Don't. No, Ezra.
Okay, you're right.
That's not
You're
an
right. You're right.
answer.
You're right.
You gotta stay focused because Steve he tries to be tricky. He tries, but it's not
This
gonna work.
is
Answer
not
the
about
question.
me. This is
It's
Ezra's
about
birthday.
It's about whatever Ezra wants to know. Ezra, would you like to know why Steve doesn't shower every day?
I would hate to use my birthday powers for something so trivial, but at the same time, I do want to know why you don't shower every day, Steve.
I don't shower every day because, to me, in this new grifter life, it doesn't. It seems more of a luxury.
Okay, there's like some validity to that, but at the same time, it's like, nah, just fucking shower, man. I don't know what to say.
There may be some validity, but also it's a terrible answer.
Yeah.
Like, do I
just a little bit?
And I gotta tell you something too. Honestly, like I would love to shower every day.
So do that. That's what everyone in your life wants.
Yeah.
I am building up
Including
to that. I was a street rat for 3 months.
You know what the best way
Steve,
to wash
you seem
off
lost.
being a street rat is? The best way to wash being a street rat off you is to just take a shower every day, man.
This is
Steve, you seem like a lost soul. Could I impart some wisdom onto you?
Yeah, you actually told me that you wanted to basically you had this
I have a new ethos that I'm living my life by.
Yeah,
Since I've started living my life by it, I've seen just massive changes across the board. I've lost 75 pounds.
Wow, congratulations.
75 pounds in terms of BMI, but I've added on 40 of muscle.
Yeah,
I'm lean. I have abs. I'm eating right. I'm eating clean. I only need to sleep 2 hours a night.
Oh,
and 2 hours a night. I wake up at the crack of dawn. I wake up when the roosters crow, and I get up and I go to work. And the way I live my life now is a little thing called the Cowboy Code.
Wow, that's a beautiful hat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you interested, Steve? Would you like me to talk to you about the Cowboy Code a little bit?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I think we all
interested.
need to hear it.
So the Cowboy Code is a collection of little daily affirmations that you tell yourself, and that'll help you on the right track. It's not a diet. It's not an organized religion or anything. It's just a belief system. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, this is good because my history with diets and belief systems is pretty poor.
Yeah. Let me give you a little taste of Cowboy Code.
Religions. I'm ready for a belief system.
Exactly. It's nothing organized.
Great.
It's not organized. It's just a way to live your life. It'll make you a better It's not even going to make you a better person. It'll just make you. It'll make you a cowboy.
Okay.
Okay.
Respect others as well as yourself.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Cowboy code. Things you can give and still keep are your word, a smile, and a grateful heart.
Damn.
If it's not yours, don't take it. If it's not true, don't say it. If it's not right, don't do it. Cowboy code. Polish your own spurs. You'll never need to pay the polisher again. Cowboy code.
What? Wait, that one I didn't quite.
What are you having to mowing your own lawn? Cowboy code.
Okay, that's not so
A
much.
cowboy would rather lose his hat than make his lady carry that bag of groceries.
I follow that one, although it's kind of infantilizing.
Partner, I got 8 simple rules for dating my teenage daughter. Number 1, respect her. Number 2, respect yourself. Number 3, cherish every moment together. 4, never go to bed angry. 5, pack her a lunch sometime.
What?
6, give each other space when needed.
That's good.
7, don't forget to say please.
That one's a good one.
8, respect each other.
Aw.
Cowboy code.
That one should go
Wow.
without saying.
Wow.
Wait,
That's
is that it?
There's more, but that's a
I want to
taster
hear
of
them.
Cowboy code. You want to hear them all?
Yes.
I mean, that when I say that's a taster, I mean that's truly a taster. The Cowboy code is limitless.
Oh, okay. I want to hear like 10 more.
No,
I imagine that like through the course of the rest of this episode, we'll probably discover some more.
Yeah, they
Yes,
can be sprinkled in.
What?
They can be sprinkled in anytime, really.
Okay, well, I just want. All right, give me 5 more now.
5 more?
Yeah.
Okay. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and godliness is up in heaven with the cattle.
Wait, all your cattle? Did all your cattle die?
Well, I mean, me personally, I'm not a cattle rancher.
Right.
Yeah, I'm living.
Sorry, I was just so convinced by the cowboy.
I'm living up in northern Hollywood right now.
You're a concrete cowboy.
I'm a concrete cowboy. I'm a dapper Dan.
Yeah. I think it's mighty. If I can say, I'm not part of the cowboy code, but I think it is mighty disrespectful of Steve to try to use this time to weasel his way out of, showering and to try to better. I mean, listen, we all want to better ourselves. Steve, you should want to better yourself too, but you're doing it at the expense of one of our good friends' birthdays. This is Ezra's time. Ezra's time to shine, and you are once again, me. It's always why am I so dirty and smelly with you, Steve? And it's never what did I do that makes me so dirty and smelly.
I imagine if we went over each rule in the cowboy code, we could make each one a reason Steve should shower.
Mm-hmm. Probably could. Well, the cleanliness one was pretty big.
That one was on the nose, yeah.
That one was a little on the nose. How about this one? Pull a 6-shooter on me, I'm going to pull one on you, and then we're going to laugh it off. Have a drink together. Cowboy code.
Wow.
That one's deep, and I feel it.
Uh-huh.
It's a real commentary on the military-industrial complex.
I think so, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Cowboy Code is brought to you by Raytheon and the Arizona Beef Council.
I love it. Here's a question I had for Ezra.
Oh,
now that I know that you're turning 30.
Sure.
Is it the flirty or is it the dirty 30?
Ooh, well, I've never been too dirty. And I've never been that great at being flirty. So honestly, I think I got to start with flirty, and maybe we can make it a little dirty,
Ha! Nice.
Good.
Nice.
That was good. I like that. I like the way you put that together. I like that. That was good. I approve of that one. As
Yeah.
it was flirty and dirty. I like the way you prepared. I like that. That was good. Hey, it was something. Even if it's
That's good because I
imaginary,
felt
you
like
deserve it.
I was walking towards a cliff for a little bit of it, and then I found like an
Nah.
edge, you know.
Nah, yeah, you committed, and that was great. I like that. That was
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah,
And so
baby.
that was a case of like just like diving off the cliff and then finding out in the air that I had wings, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was gonna
man.
say,
Flew.
walk off the cliff. There's always a branch waiting for you. Cowboy code.
Hey, that's a
Cowboy
cowboy
code.
code.
Well, I'm starting to like this cowboy code.
I can hear it in your voice. It's sprinkling in.
That's crazy.
A key portion I got to mention of the cowboy code is owning a cowboy hat.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's honestly step one to the
Well, Ezra
cowboy
goes to
code.
locate his cowboy hat.
no,
I
it's
mentioned if
already
your
ready.
life by the
Oh, hell
by
yeah.
nature
Oh.
code. Oh wow.
Oh.
Oh, Steve.
Cowboy
Steve,
code.
no.
I mean that. I don't
Steve's
think
looks
that's
a little bit
cowboy
more
hat.
like a Panama hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a fucking
Yeah.
cowboy hat.
It's a cowboy hat.
Steve's
Nah.
smoking a long cigarette while he traipses the grounds in New Orleans.
What's
Yeah.
up, man? This hat has seen shit.
Steven's looking like the guy who orders the cowboys to go out into the range and
Yes.
like push the Native Americans off their land or something.
What are you talking about? I look hella
Absolutely.
cowboy. I look
Where'd
you get
hella
that
cowboy.
hat?
Look at that trim. Look at
Where'd you
that
get that
trim,
hat,
baby.
Steve? Where'd you
What?
get that hat? Where'd you get the hat?
Oh, my grandpa gave it to me.
That's cool.
Yeah. Say some shit now.
Nah, stuff you get from your grandpa. That's cool. I don't know if that's in the cowboy code, but it should be.
It falls into the cherished belongings, cherished memories section of the cowboy code. There's a whole sub chapter in the book you get. Although the book of the cowboy code is purely passed down orally, so it's not like there's a bound edition of the cowboy code.
That's fair. That's very fair and true.
Cowboy
I
code.
have a grifter code,
Oh god.
Oh, God.
I did.
and it goes a little like this: live each day with courage, take
Okay.
pride in your work,
All right.
always finish what you start,
Sure.
do what has to be done, be tough but fair.
Sure.
When you make a promise, keep it.
All right.
Ride for the brand, in
What?
which case 7-Eleven. Talk less and say more.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
I say a lot. Remember that some things aren't for sale, and know where to draw the line.
I was about to say that. I was about to say the phrase, know where to draw the line, because I was going to cut you off and say that it sounds like you're directly plagiarizing the cowboy code and playing it off as some sort of grifter code when they couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh,
Well,
Further
plagiarism.
apart.
what's,
You're plagiarizing these things that I'm already plagiarizing from the Instagram hashtag cowboy code presented by the Arizona Beef Council.
Wait, that's really the origin? I'm taking this hat off.
I'm keeping mine on because this is fun.
Give your enemy a fighting chance. Cowboy code. Steve, the floor is yours.
I googled the cowboy code, and I got those. I also got a cowboy must never shoot first, hit a smaller man, or take unfair advantage.
Well, that one doesn't make sense. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to contradict the cowboy code. What if the smaller man is Conor McGregor?
Oof.
Because how many pounds did I lose? 70. I'm
I believe.
but I added 40 back on muscle, so I am.
So differential of 30 there.
Yeah, I'm 283 pounds still.
Okay.
Conor McGregor is a much smaller man than me, but he is a personal killing machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would be well within my rights to strike him if he were acting aggressively towards me, and that's cowboy code.
Yeah, and like I'm like a bigger dude than
Mhm.
not most dudes, but than a lot of dudes, just because not taller, but like wider. If these rules applied, then a lot of people would strike first against me for no reason. I'm just like a nice dude. I didn't do anything.
That is true. And being
There's gonna be 2
6'4"
hits.
Yeah.
Me hitting you, you hitting the ground. Cowboy code.
Cowboy code.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Grifter
step on his
code.
moment, Steve.
Sorry, grifter code. He must never go back on his word or a trust confided in him.
See, the things that you're saying are nice, but the things that you do are the opposite of what you say.
Exactly.
So this like grifter code what you're describing is good, but I feel like the ultimate like at the end of the list, it's going to be ignore the grifter code, do what you want or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is. There's also a part of the grifter code that's anti-vax, which is why I left, because I am pro-vax.
The Cowboy Code is very stringently anti-vax, and that is why I am drawn to it. I'm going to be quite honest with you.
Are you gonna be like a secret agent or something? Or are you? Siri
activated, and I looked down, and it said that I had said the phrase "God is very anti-vax," and that's why I'm drawn to him. So,
Siri. Wow. Well, I guess we know Apple's opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now we know.
You don't have to agree with that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I also am a bit curious, Ezra. What was your favorite part of your 20s?
Ooh, man. I think my favorite part of my 20s would be my improv team in Seattle put together a show that we would do monthly at this like sandwich shop, and we did it for a year, and then I decided to move down here, and like I didn't know that the last show was going to be kind of a going away party, and it was awesome, and it was so nice of those great people to do that for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long ago was that now?
How long ago? Almost 3 years. Yeah.
So you've been in LA for 3 years now.
Yeah. This last one hardly counts, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's partially
fair.
true.
Yeah. I've been physically in LA for most of it, but also pretty much right here.
Does it feel like you've been in LA a lot longer than 3 years?
No.
No. Because I also moved down. I mean, not from Seattle, but I've been down here for
7 years.
7 years now. Thank you. And it feels like I've been down here maybe my whole life. You know, some of my closest friends are down here. You know, I've met people who I treasure, you know, with my whole life. And it truly feels as if me not in LA was a completely different person, like a lifetime ago. So I was wondering if you had come to that crossroads yet.
I feel that. I feel that for sure.
You feel that?
But I don't know that it just feels like when I like the things I'm doing here are the things that I was working towards in Seattle, if that makes sense. So like the me that I am now is me then, but like realized in a way. You know, not all the way there. I got more that I want, but yeah, like yeah. Does that answer that question? Does that make sense?
Home ain't where you lay your head. Home is where you lay your heart. Cowboy Code.
That's really sweet.
That's a good one. But I definitely get what you mean about like the old version of you being different. But I think it's also different for you because 7 years is like the bulk of your 20s. The bulk of your 20s were spent in LA.
Yeah.
The bulk of my 20s were in Seattle.
I could see that. Yeah, most of my formative, I guess, adulthood was in LA. Now that I think about it, because I mean, how much did I really know? You know, I moved down here when I was like 20, 21. So how much did I really know in those times compared to what I found out in the last 7 years? And it's, I mean, it's your birthday, but I'm reflecting back on myself.
No, please.
You know,
This
and
is
I
great.
and I take ownership of that. And
Happy my birthday to everyone. That's what
is
I was.
ownership and accountability part of the cowboy code?
Mm-hmm. Of course it is.
Yeah. So I'm cowboy coding up.
One of the main things about the cowboy code is IP law.
Mm.
Hmm.
One of the things we care
You
about
to
most.
elaborate?
Intellectual property rights. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Mhm. It's
Bob
very different than
Iger. Bob Iger is a stringent believer in the cowboy code.
Yeah, funny.
Disney executive.
Yeah.
The classic the
Well,
CEO.
how you think they kept Mickey Mouse out of the public domain? Cowboy code.
Mhm.
That's how.
Yeah.
Cowboy code.
At Disney,
And-
CEO stands for Cowboy Executive
Oh.
Officer.
Yeah, the public domain.
Now you get it, partner.
Oh yeah. I gotta get my hat
Whoa.
back. Oh damn.
Yeah. Unraveling some things here, huh?
Oh, speaking of domain, I just watched this anime that they're talking about domains in it. And
Did
I
it start
think
with a J.
it starts with the J, and it's got a couple of hot boys that Amelia's into. Amelia, let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
I watched 10 episodes of it with Edward today.
Wow.
And
Very
I don't-
nice.
I don't know which
wait,
one you
and?
thought was a hot boy.
And
You never told
Wait, you
me.
watched an episode?
No,
10.
10.
he watched 10.
Oh, 10. I thought you said
Don't-
and. I was like, what?
Don't bring me into this, Steve.
10.
She
Okay.
literally gave us. This was last week. Or when was this? This was last week.
I love that I don't have to speak, and Denzel's he's got me.
This was last week. We just
Yeah.
Also, Ezra, have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen? Because if you haven't, move on. Let's we don't gotta stay on this.
No, I haven't seen it.
Is
I
it-
think I would, but I haven't. You know, that's how I feel about all anime. Kind of like I would watch that, but I haven't.
Is it
And
part of
you
the
know what?
grifter code to just ignore what the fuck your friends have said and spoke about? Like,
Yeah.
Is that just a part
No, but
of the
you know,
grifter
when
code?
she's listing 5 anime guys, and I'm making deals with writers.
What?
Because that was yesterday or last week. Oh, Ezra, you weren't here. We had
No, I
George
was.
R. Martin.
He was here.
Oh no, right? No, I wasn't here. You're right. I wasn't here.
We
George-
had George R. R.
Yeah.
Martin.
You fucking fools.
And we were talking Game of Thrones, but
Right,
then
right.
we talked about having Amelia's hot boys from animes on there.
Oh sure,
And at
yeah.
that point, I don't get what's going on with the animes. I don't watch enough. So I was on my phone making moves, and so I didn't hear who the hot boys were, and she refuses to tell me. I texted her, I messaged her twice to tell me
You did?
yes, and she avoided them both
It
times.
doesn't sound
just
like you
listen-
did. So is it also a part of the cowboy code to cap online? 'Cause this sounds like big cap.
That's he's not a cowboy. He's a drifter.
I'm a
He's a
grifter.
grifter.
Yeah.
I'm
Grifter
sorry.
code
I
says
apologize. Wait, silence, Steve. I apologize because that was my fuck up. Sorry. I didn't mean to
You're good.
mistake. I meant
You're
to say
good.
grifter code. Now back to you, you slimy time capper. Is this a part of the grifter code to cap in front of your friends? Because this is big
No.
cap. I just want you to know that.
I don't cap. I keep it 100.
Nah.
I mean, imagine wanting to know something that you were talking about in the last episode, and then imagine yourself being like, okay, this person isn't telling me. I know it was in the last episode. I didn't pay attention. And then imagine not being like, oh, you know what? We have a Twitch channel. I can clearly go back and watch it.
We
And
have
you
audio.
don't.
You know what? You're fucking right, and I'm sorry. A bitch
I'm
is
just saying,
sorry.
even
Also,
better than
yeah.
that, aren't you the one that edits the goddamn pod? So you listen to it twice.
I mean, that's a
Three times,
beautiful.
I don't listen to it.
As
That
a
was
quick,
Vegeta for the
Yeah.
for the people listening on podcasts. I just held up a picture of Vegeta wearing a cowboy hat while we're on the subject of hot anime guys, and I just want everyone to know that Vegeta is absolutely an adherent of the cowboy code, and we consider him on the same level as Bob Iger in terms of true cowboys.
Vegeta might be the biggest cowboy in that show. I know Denzel's looking at, he's thinking about it, but hear me out really quickly. A cowboy is someone who goes out of their way to do whatever they want. He lives life. You know, he doesn't care about the frills and thrills. If he has a problem with something and someone, he'll address it. And he's not afraid to call some of his closest friends idiots, a la Goku, you know. And he's not afraid if he sees, a cowgirl, being, not being treated well by some scrub named Yamcha. You know, he's not afraid to be like, you could do better, miss. And I'm a cowboy, and I'll treat you better,
ma'am. Yamcha's
Ma'am.
no good. Everybody around these parts knows Yamcha's no good.
You know the song. You know the song "Cowboy Take Me Away" by the Dixie Chicks.
No.
Okay.
Natalie Maines. Sorry, the Chicks. The Chicks. They recently rebranded.
The Chicks. Yeah.
Yeah. Natalie Maines was watching a lot of Toonami, and it was when Bulma and Vegeta were beginning their romance, at least on the American side, on the American airings. And she wrote the song "Cowboy Take Me Away" in honor of their love.
That makes perfect sense.
That's beautiful.
That's Cowboy Code.
I can understand
Cowboy
that.
Code.
Speaking of Toonami, y'all remember Code Lyoko?
Yes.
Remember that?
What's
I
that?
No?
do.
Amelia does? I don't really remember. I just remember there was a show named Code Lyoko.
You guys remember
Same.
the
What
TV
is
series
Code Lyoko
Dot
about?
Hack?
I believe it's on Netflix.
I'm on Ed's side. I've heard of the show. I
Don't remember
have
it.
seen an
Don't
episode.
remember it.
Yeah.
That's a hot fucking name, though. Code
It
Lyoko?
does, actually.
I mean, I can.
You guys
I think
remember
it's
Dot
a-
Hack,
Yeah.
the video game?
Dot Hack, I remember that.
That shit was wild.
yeah.
You were in a video game playing the video game. It was a video game within a video game.
Whoa.
That's wild.
Hey, should we turn this into an anime podcast where y'all make me watch animes I haven't seen before?
I will be
That's kinda
right
what
there
it tends
with
to
you
become.
because I'm probably like, in terms of like ranking of like how advanced people are in their anime, I'm definitely like on the bottom end of that, like with you. Like, so I
Yeah.
also need to catch up on certain things. Although I did watch this one show that I cannot recommend more, and Edward knows about it. It's called Cherry Magic.
I don't know
30
about it.
years of virginity makes you a wizard,
Oh my
and it
God.
is phenomenal.
This
For
sounds
everybody,
Oops,
for everybody or anybody listening, I'm sorry, really, Denzel, I have to clear my name of this absolute hot
No,
garbage
go
that
ahead,
Steve
go
is
ahead,
spewing.
brother.
I have absolutely no fucking idea what this cat is talking about. I was sitting eating dinner at the dinner table, and for an hour and a half straight, I hear some bum on the couch laughing, crying, giggling, talking to the TV as if they could hear him over some show. So for him to say that I know all about this show is absolute assassination of character. I will file a motion to repeal what you just said. And Steve, I don't ever want to hear you mention my name along with that show ever again. That's absolute
that.
defamation of character. I hate you.
Absolutely love
When
it.
you came back and I was telling you this show is wild, and you're like, I know it's in the name, and I was like, no, it's crazier than that. And I explained to you the story. That's what it means
then
when I
that's
say
why. Oh, then why you
Being
think
in
that
the
that
same
was
room
the
as a
show?
TV show ain't the same as watching the TV show.
no, but I've told him about the TV show, and I keep him updated too. I keep him updated with what's happening, whether or not he cares, and he doesn't. But I tell
And I
him
don't pay attention to it. Just to say that, that I'm part of this experience that you're having is absolute
Exactly.
malarkey.
I take back my suggestion that this
Yeah,
becomes.
that's what I was gonna say.
I want to be in the same
Thank
boat as
you.
Steve.
it's
I
not
mean, I
worth.
wish-
It really isn't worth it.
I
will
wish so
say-
dearly that we could turn this podcast into an actual podcast. I wish so dearly for that to happen. But
I will
alas,
say,
it is not
though-
my birthday. My wishes don't count.
Hey, I didn't wish for this.
I know.
Amelia, you were saying?
Yeah, Steven, if you want to get into anime, here's the kicker. I listened to Edward's suggestions. I think there's only one show I haven't seen that he's suggested. But that's how I started getting my tier of anime, because of his suggestions. So in this case, he's sensei. So
Oh wow.
That man is Koro.
He did recommend I watch Jujutsu Kaisen, and then
I
didn't start watching it, and then I was talking to someone, and they
who are you talking
watched
to?
it.
Who are you talking to?
Ooh.
No, that's
Who are you talking to?
I keep their name private, but just know that
What?
no.
What?
So
What? Oh, we
no,
breaking down walls here?
no, we're not.
Oh,
We're
something
not.
real gonna happen?
Because
What's
no,
that?
they told me that they're watching it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, this person said it's good, and then I brought
Why
it
is
up
this a secret?
Steve,
because I'm
Why
a
is it a
fucking
secret
teenage
that-
guy, apparently, like where I keep my business to myself now.
Why does this person's opinion matter more than mine?
Because
And
you
why
told me
is
to
it a
watch a
secret?
bunch of animes, and like it's
Name one.
Attack on Titan,
Never told you
Black
to watch it.
Clover.
I haven't told you to watch it either.
I have
You
to
told
see
me
that
to
one.
watch
Steve,
that one.
I feel like you've been in the room while Edward and I discuss animes, and I think in your brain, that's the invitation to
Yeah,
to
No.
watch it.
No,
absolutely agree that
but
that's what
fine.
happened.
We'll leave it at that then. Yes, I agree then. You guys talk about these things and then I go, okay, that's me watching it or wanting to watch it or an invite for me to watch it and I don't watch it. But then enough people are watching this thing and I hear that it's good. So let's watch it.
is.
And I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And I'm just as active in yelling at the TV about Jujutsu Kaisen. As cherry magic 30 years of virginity make you a wizard.
what does that mean?
Cherry
30
magic?
No, 30 years of virginity can make you a wizard?
That's part of the name.
So
You
is this
guys
like
talking
a
about
show
fan?
about people trying not to fuck so they can be wizard? Like they're just like, is this like,
No,
is
no,
this
no.
like
It's
that
like-
reality show Love Island or whatever?
No, it's like a manga. But basically the story is that like this guy who's just like antisocial or whatever. He's like awkward. He's gonna be 30 and he's a virgin or whatever. And
Oh,
someone
that's
that his
so
job
weird.
cracks a joke that's like, oh, they say that like if you turn 30 and you're a virgin, you become a wizard. And then
Is
they're
that
like,
true,
oh
though? That's what I'm
no,
trying to figure out.
like
mean,
it's
Ezra,
a bad thing or something. But it's like, no, if I knew I could be a wizard.
Right, because I'm
Like-
trying to decide if I should have sex tonight before I turn 30.
Ezra, also, this show that Steve's watching, it's not an anime, by the way. I know
No,
we
it's
are
live
on the
action.
topic of.
I keep trying to get into it. Yeah, too. It's like if that was an anime, I mean, if it was turned into an actual thing, I feel like it would be a different category of stuff. That I'm
Yeah,
not gonna get
it's-
into.
Unfortunately, I found out that it is in a category called boys love, which I didn't
Oh.
realize until like episode 2. But boys love is essentially where like it's like boys in love, but one of them gets turned to falling in love. Like they're like the guy was like always like straight leaning, and then he just like goes, "Wow, I'm in love with this guy though," and like
So you're
that's the
like,
whole entire genre, and I didn't know this.
so you're enjoying starter gay porn.
Homoerotic, literature,
I guess,
if you will.
yeah. On the Wikipedia post of Boys Love, it did say that it is homoerotic. But something about that sounds like mean or like
Ride on the horse you're comfortable with.
That's wait,
It's
what?
not
Ride on the horse you're comfortable with. Cowboy Code.
There you go. Some of the.
I'm not. I wasn't saying like. I wasn't judging. I was
Yeah,
just,
no, but it's kind of like it's like there's so many things that happen along the way.
Mhm.
And I haven't watched it in a couple days. There's only like 10 episodes.
You
though.
can't wait to watch it again.
No, I'm kind of avoiding it now. Because I already got what I needed out of it. Like he already admitted, like I'm in love with you too. And now after that, I don't care anymore. He finally admitted it, and like that's it. But there's 3 more episodes. It's like, oh, I don't care about that anymore.
Have you guys seen that meme that came from a gay porno? The not in front of my salad. Did you guys
Yeah.
remember? Yeah.
What?
It's so funny.
See?
Two gentlemen,
Very
two
good.
gentlemen making love to each other in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and a woman's there, and she goes, "Are you serious right now? Not in front of my salad!" And she storms off, and I can only imagine where it goes from there.
My friend was telling me about this, and he was saying that the premise is that one of the guys is her husband, and she like the only thing she cares about is the salad.
Salad.
It's
Yeah.
like a particular like cuckold fetish where she's just okay with it.
Let's see.
This
I
episode today has
understand
gone to so
being
many
hungry.
places. It's gone so far. It's gone.
He's got a lot of places, just like Ezra has. Ezra's a traveler, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Wisconsin, Seattle, Los Angeles, you know, and everywhere in between.
The Devil's Triangle.
The Devil's
Yeah,
Triangle.
the Devil's Triangle.
Wisconsin to Seattle to Los Angeles.
I'm sorry, the nerd in me is still not past Vegeta being a huge
He's a cowboy.
example of the cowboy code. That's just
Take it up with Natalie Maines the chick.
like I'm so like the whole time Ed was trying to break this down for me. I'm like, no.
Hey, I did my best to supply to the bit.
Are you
I did
saying
my best.
because Vegeta is a selfish egotist that he couldn't be part of the cowboy code based on the things I've been extolling all episode, and it may have been an oversight on my part to say that Vegeta was a member of the cowboy code?
Yeah, that part makes sense to me. What you just said made a lot of sense there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
No,
listen, if you
Vegeta's a cowboy.
didn't know that, you know, fun was to wander in and just and they would listen to me explain all that about Vegeta. You could see how one would be convinced of such things.
Yeah. If
But
only the things you said were what anyone knew about Vegeta, then yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah, it's a real big leave out of a bunch of different things. Oh yeah,
the
he's saved from
this
Yamcha,
maniac.
and then he's
Yeah.
gonna let her get blown up by robots because he doesn't care. Like,
I mean, like I said, I had to supply to the bid. I was committing.
So who is the cowboy of the DBZ universe then? Is it Trunks?
Wait, what?
I mean,
maybe.
Goku?
I mean, Goku for sure, but like
Well,
that's
Goku is
an
everything,
easy
you know?
answer. But I'm thinking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
except
Goku
smart,
is
he's not smart.
Jesus Christ. Personified.
For sure. Yeah, because Jesus used to
You
have
know
a tail.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not upset at this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Future Trunks might fit into that category as well. He's, yeah,
I mean,
I'd say so.
Cowboy with a
Future's
katana
not-
and a cool pair of sneakers, yeah. And a half jacket. He dresses like a cowboy.
Concrete Cowboy.
The
Yeah.
concrete cowboy Trunks.
Cowboy.
Cool purple bowl cut.
Trunks is always my
Lavender
favorite
bowl
character.
cut.
I mean, Trunks is fucking hot.
Trunks is
Sure,
Trunks
Trunks
is a
specifically
dime.
that you like, Ezra.
Trunks is a dime.
It's like-
It's top of the line.
Because
I don't know.
they're two
Honestly, I only
different
ever watched Dragon Ball Z over at my friend's house. I didn't really follow along.
characters. Okay, you're talking
Love
about
that.
Future Trunks. It's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Fine.
Too much shit
no,
happening.
no,
What?
no.
No,
I was just
Denzel
saying no to
didn't like my
whatever
answer.
Steve said. No.
What if I said it
No.
was the greatest anime of all time, and you would have been like, no?
I'd want to reach through this computer and slap you.
What is the best anime of all time?
I mean, that's
I don't
subjective,
think-
but I can tell
Yeah.
you it's not. It's not Dragon Ball.
Wow,
It's the most
Ball Z.
like
overdone.
the Dragon Ball universe in general. Yeah, no. I mean, other than people who are nostalgic because we watched it when we were younger, it's far from being any sort of quality anime.
Yeah,
Like, in
Kid
reality,
Jam.
like it's just it's not. It's
Totally
it's like it's a
Code
it's
Lyoko.
it's a better TV show, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Rugrats.
what it is.
Rugrats anime. There's to be a
I
Japanese
mean, it's a better TV show than Dragon Ball, except for when
I
they
heard they're
you know what?
remaking Rugrats.
Tommy Pickles is
Yeah.
a
I
cowboy.
Oh, Tommy
I agree.
Pickles is a cowboy.
That's,
Tommy
that's a
Pickles
fact. That is
He's a
fact.
cowboy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For sure.
That is a fact,
Undeniable
man.
cowboy.
Chucky is absolutely not a cowboy. Chucky is
No.
definitely falls into the grifter drifter category.
No, don't do that
Okay.
to Chuck.
Chucky is the
Ooh,
Chucky is the
girl
guy
from
who lives
Wild
in town
Thornberrys would
and
be a-
needs to be protected by the Cowboys. Like
Mm-hmm.
Chucky's
Yeah.
the guy
Gil is
who
a grifter.
his asthma
Gil
is
is
so
a
bad he can't
grifter.
even be a farmhand.
Please,
Is,
please help me,
Eliza
Cowboys.
Thornberry.
is
Oh,
Shane
no, you're kind of cutting out, but I
Eliza
think you're trying to say
Thornberry.
Nigel Thornberry.
No, Eliza. I don't care about Nigel. Eliza,
Oh.
the girl, the main woman. Eliza.
Yeah.
Edward, who's that man from The Voice that looked like Nigel Thornberry?
Nicholas David?
Nicholas David.
A
Cowboy.
cowboy. Yeah. Not on Blake
Okay.
Shelton's team, but a cowboy
Mhm.
nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Nicholas David once did a rendition of You Are the Most Beautiful Thing, and I cried.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra, once again, I apologize for making this a me moment on your birthday.
No, it's okay. For real.
But I cried during his rendition of that. I also cried yesterday as I was driving.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
what
Yeah,
happened?
I'm better than ever. As a matter of fact, I was seeing if I could cry on, not necessarily on command, but if I could imagine a set of circumstances happening to me, you know. So I did a scene in my head, and I tried to see if I could get there emotionally, see if I still had the acting juices, if you will. And I cried, and then as soon as I cried, I turned left, and I got a little soda from the 7-Eleven as a treat.
See, now this is confirmation to me that you've lived in LA for 7 years because you did the classic actor in the car working themselves up to cry while driving.
Yeah.
Hey,
When was the last
still
time
fucking
anyone
got it.
cried? Like everyone cried.
Yesterday.
When was the last time?
Yesterday.
It's been a while.
Yesterday, actually.
It's been a
is the last time I
while.
cried.
Saturday.
Damn.
You said Saturday?
Yesterday, Monday, Sunday.
Does tearing up count, or is it full cry?
No, it's full on
okay.
sobbing.
Full cry.
It was for a scene in acting class. Does that count?
No,
Yes.
Yes.
no, it does.
Absolutely
It does.
does. What do you mean?
Was it the full physical experience of crying?
I mean, I'm not like the world's greatest actor or anything, but I was crying. Yeah.
Yeah. Where your chest starts to hurt a little bit.
No, I wouldn't say that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't
Tears
Hey,
are
was-
natural. Just let them out.
Yeah.
Cowboy
Yeah.
Code.
Everybody should cry. Steve, what about you?
March 1st.
Do
I
you
was
cry
in
every March
Phoenix.
1st? Or?
I was in Phoenix, and or the last day of February, I was in Phoenix. I got really drunk, and I ended up just I was back at the hotel, and I vomited a lot, and then I was crying.
Damn.
I don't know. I was just because it was a drunk cry, but I knew it was a lot. It was like a big cry, and that was the first time I've ever. Oh no, it's not. It's not the first time I've cried drunk, but I guess it was a mix because I drink a lot. It was like it was beer, tequila, whiskey, and red wine at the end.
No
So
different
I
than
don't know
usual.
what caused it. All of it together caused it.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
Just another,
It's
just
intense.
another
man.
day. Just another day.
Well, then the next day I was hungover, and I guess I was looking for my ring, my grandpa's ring, and I couldn't find it, and I went, "What the fuck did I do?" And then I found it, and that's most likely the most recent time I cried was
Was it
looking
on the
for my
roof
ring.
of the hotel the whole time?
No, it's not like the Hangover. It
Oh,
was
okay.
it was
Was
in
it
a
great,
different
Raph?
room, and so I was like, okay.
Is
But
that
I never take it off.
Galifianakis in that movie a cowboy?
I think he's more of a wolf,
Mm-hmm.
but I think yeah.
What was the ring, by the way? Just to bring this story to conclusion.
Oh, I said it was in a different room.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I didn't hear
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. Ezra, what do you hope for in your 30s?
yeah. I think my hopes in my 30s haven't changed from my 20s. I might not have had the same hopes at the beginning of my 20s, but by the end of my 20s, the hopes are the same as they are now, which is just, to be able to live off doing something creative and have somebody in my life who supports me and loves me.
Hell yeah.
That's cute as shit.
I mean, that's a cowboy thing if I've ever heard any.
That's Cowboy Code.
Oh,
right
also, to like become really good at lassos and stuff.
there. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I'll start on that tomorrow. I guess the lassos. The other two
The
things
lassos,
I
yeah,
have
definitely.
the world gives me, but the lassos I'm going to work for.
is there any like little traits aside from making or doing lassos and stuff like that you want to pick up in your 30s?
I mean, let's see. Yeah, it'd be like cool to be good at riding a horse. It'd be like I've never really done any marksmanship training, but it'd be nice to be able to like be the quickest draw in the West. I think that'd be good.
Oh, quickest draw in West Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm in East Hollywood, but I'd walk over to West Hollywood to practice. Yeah. What else?
Sounds nice.
I don't know how to make my own leather boots, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise that. I'd say just buy them.
Oh, okay.
Cowboy way.
Once
Cowboy
again,
way.
though, polish your own spurs. You'll never have to go to the spur polisher again.
Mm-hmm.
Grifter code.
Absolutely.
Cowboy God.
That's not no, Steve.
What?
Put on
Dude,
If I can't hear him, he never said it.
line.
So
Don't try to
that
steal. Don't try to steal cowboy code and turn it into grifter code. Is what I believe Denzel was trying to say.
I've been doing
Yeah.
that this whole show. Anytime he goes cowboy code, I go drifter code.
Take me away.
Ezra, I got one question as well. Just to
Okay.
sort of bring this fantastic show to an end. As a newly turned 30-year-old or about to be, is there
Yeah.
anything that you can impart onto us, onto the listeners who aren't yet 30? Any last minute wisdom from going from your 20s to your 30?
I mean, I don't know that I'm qualified to give that wisdom because I haven't done it yet, but I will say like a lot of people have been like, hey, listen, your 30s are going to be great. Don't worry. Don't worry about your 20s. Your 30s are going to be great. And I'm like, hey, you don't need to come at me like I need to be pepped up for this. It's good. 30's going to be, I'm not worried about it. Like I appreciate the intent behind it from all these very kind folks who wanted to just say 30s are good. But like 29 is fine. We don't need to be worried about it. That's my overall point. Like wherever you're at, you might be a little bit more ready to be an adult than somebody who's older than you. So it's all the same.
All the 9 ages are weird.
The 9
9?
ages?
Like 9, 19, 29. They're just like weird. Like
Yeah, I agree.
just weird.
There's a lot
ages
of
to
pressure
be.
in it because that's the big number that reminds you that you're getting older. It's not the 8 or the 7 or anything like that. The
Mhm.
9
You're
because
like
you're
this
about-
year
number.
before.
I just meant numerically speaking. It's just a weird.
Or just like it looks
Oh,
weird.
It's just, yeah,
It's a weird
like,
looking
It
number.
looks so weird.
I honestly just can't wait to be like, yeah, I'm 30. Because I've been saying I'm about 30 since I was 25. And then this past year, I've been able to say I'm basically 30. So I'm pretty excited to just be like, I'm 30.
Yeah.
Especially because I still look fucking 12 to everyone. And it's annoying, but whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, but
hell
are you gonna be a
dude.
40-30 or a 30-30, dude?
Who's next to
I
turn
mean, it's
30?
probably gonna be
30.
both. I mean, I would imagine it's Danny than I, right? Because you're a few
No,
years younger than me, aren't you?
I'm 29, so I think I'm turning
yeah,
30
We all
next.
are. But you
Mhm.
turned 30 this year?
I turned
Okay,
30
wait,
in
let's-
January.
Whoa.
Oh, so yeah,
That's
you're like
probably-
a month before. Danny
Amelia
and
is the youngest one. I think she's 25.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I. Oh, so you're about 30. Start
Ah!
it now. Start it now.
The start of
There you
it
go.
now.
About 30. It's just so easy. Like, I'm about 30. Just every 5, you can just say the next decade that you're going to be.
Yeah, if you want.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I'm still 28 though, so
Yeah.
not
Love
there
that.
yet.
Yeah.
Not there yet.
That's a good looking number. Like 28 is a solid
28
looking number.
is.
It's
But
it
Yeah.
was a
29 is
good
just
number too.
It's just an ugly number. It just doesn't. Ugh. 29, but 30 looks good, especially like statistically speaking. I guess
What about the
not many people
one?
make it to 30. 31 is weird. I
Ugh.
guess 31's a little
Yeah.
weird.
11, 21. Yeah.
21 is a great one because it's like you're 21. Like, that's like
Yeah,
the
I don't
basis
know.
for, like milestone,
Only if
personal
you
milestone.
weren't doing things.
Oh, good time to freeze.
He started with
Yeah,
the
like-
if you weren't doing things before. Yeah, I absolutely get that.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
legally, you go to a club, not the 18 and over clubs where there's always a fucking fight. Have you guys ever gone to those 18 and up clubs?
No, and I never
It's the
will.
most ghettoest
And it
thing
was
I've
the worst
ever.
shit.
I mean, an 18
Yeah,
and up club is
no.
kind of like a 21 and up club. Technically, they fall into the same category.
I don't think I've ever been to a club. Period.
Right
Danny,
on.
we gotta take you to a club.
No, we don't.
You don't. You don't.
We
got
absolutely do
fuck
not.
me, right?
I haven't either and don't intend to.
You're trying to club after this whole panorama that we're in?
No, I've been to one actually. I'm thinking about it.
See, all right, we don't have to take you now.
All right, crisis averted.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would want a club, but I don't need to anymore because I have my back patio now.
Right,
Oh, that's right. Your passion project.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about that at the beginning of the show, but it might have been before you hit go live.
Yeah. Before we
so-
went live, we were talking about it. So we don't talk about it here.
And then you brought it up. I think that means it's time to wrap this up.
I guess
Yeah,
so. Hour 6.
absolutely.
It's nice. It's nice and clean. All right. Everyone, let's do so. Do you guys want to do the plug still, or I mean, at this point, I think
I
everyone
have
gets
nothing
it.
to plug.
It'll
we
be
got,
in.
I mean, what about the Arizona?
The Arizona Beef Council. I guess I got to plug the Arizona Beef Council.
what's their handle?
I believe it's Arizona Beef Council at Instagram.
Okay.
So it's at Arizona Beef Council. Go ahead and give them a follow. They post a lot of cowboy code stuff. I'm at Danny Dick Pics on Instagram.
That we have, don't we?
I recently got back on Facebook.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
It was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's
Every day I live with regret, paralyzed by fear and inaction. Cowboy code.
Damn.
Cowboy code.
Grifter code.
Oh,
Cool. What
That's
is this
just one of them I found. There's a
Okay.
ticker that says, "I'm sorry you feel that way."
There's also
I
this
see.
great one.
The cat's a star.
These are from the
Very
Anti-Influencer Hour.
Oh, tight.
Every other Saturday at 7 p.m. on the Pack Theater Twitch. Every other Saturday that's not. There's Fever on the Pack Theater Twitch at 9, and then every Friday there's Fake News Comedy, which might be Pack Twitch. Although I probably shouldn't have said that because it's not. Nobody agreed to that yet. And Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pips on Thursdays. Woo! I do. Follow me at Ezra Partier. That's me for updates on all those shows and stuff. You don't have to hit all the banners. It's okay.
I want to.
Oh, it's on me. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Suavamente. My final words would be Warner Brothers are full of idiots and Zack Snyder is a god. That's all.
Dang, we need to
Love
talk.
the hot
So good.
take.
I wanted to bring it up, but I was like, no, we got to wrap the show. But I was going to bring it up. It was so good.
Amelia.
Oh, hi. You can follow me
That
on
was a hell
Instagram
of a
at
pose.
Garas. You can follow me on Instagram at Garas de Amelia. You can also follow me on Twitter at Amelia Whistles. I also manage the Finger Guns TikTok, so you're more than welcome to give us a nice follow and a like and comment. We've been getting some comments on our videos that just says, haha, so funny. It's all in caps. So I'd
Well, that's
like
how
to
you know.
see.
That's how
I
you know.
mean,
That's how we know we're funny.
TikTok comments are weird. They
that's
go
why.
real
So
quick.
to prove that we have an audience, go give us a comment on any of our TikToks. I'll look at it and I'll like it.
To prove to yourself that we have an audience, give us a comment.
Yeah,
We know you're out there.
we know. We
course.
absolutely do.
We see
Of
you.
course. I mean, they follow me at Edward J. Rosales. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. If you do find me on Twitter, please do not tweet at me. I'm trying to, use that Twitter time wisely to only like Jay-Z talk tweets. There's this hot new Twitter where it's a guy doing a Jay-Z impression, and all he does is funny stuff. And I don't want to see your tweets on the timeline. I want to see that guy. I want to see Zach Fox, and I want to see my crush, and I want to see Steve's crush.
Which crush?
Does she have a Twitter? All right.
Ooh,
Looks like
I think I know who
Frozen.
this person is.
all right. You can find me. You can find me at Steve Sotelo on Instagram, and hopefully now that I'm about to get a Twitter, I'm not getting a Twitter. No, that's just a little joke. I'm only on Instagram and Facebook. Also, for Ed, there's a little Heaton 5.
Heaton 5.
Heaton 5.
One of our brothers,
Jim VP, baby, Jim VP.
working, Adam R. Macias. You can follow him at Adam R. Mac. He's also on Fake News. So make sure you're if you like our stuff here, you're gonna like their stuff too. They're not the same thing though. They are Fake News. They do comedy on the news and topical comedy, and it's great stuff. They have great TikTok.
Yeah, if you liked what we did like 6 months ago, you like it.
And it's not just us riffing. They actually like write their stuff and they prepare, and it's refined. It's very classy, and I like it.
I don't usually get I like to. This has been a weirdly serious episode for me where I answer questions earnestly, but I will say I'm really proud of Fake News. I think I really like what we're doing. So
yeah, it's a great program, and that means guys, go and take a look at their stuff, man. They have a podcast. They record the show and they do a podcast only too. If you like our podcasts here. With that being said, Ezra, it is your birthday. We're gonna close out the show by all of us butchering "Happy Birthday" to you.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope if you're listening at home, you sing along too. I will feel it and I'll appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. On three, guys. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to
you.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God. It's
It is fun listening.
Happy birthday.